Hello, Tamara here, nice of you to join me, and a very warm welcome to my channel. It's lovely to have you here with me today. In today's video, this is going to be part one of the Exploding Box and Album project that we'll be going to be doing in the next few weeks. It's all to do with Christmas. As you can see, I've got my Christmas jumper on, ready for this video. So if you have bought one of my kits from Tamara Morton Crafts, then your kit will come in a box like this with everything you need apart from your glue and your pattern papers, but everything else will be included that you need to create this project. So what do you get in the kit? So in the kit you will get all your embellishments, your metal embellishments, your tassels, I've even put in there the wax cotton that we need to keep our pages closed as well, and you'll also get 6 magnets for the closure on the album. You'll get the foundation tape that puts our box and everything together, and then you'll get the pre-cut 2mm thick, really good quality grey board that is already cut for you, ready for you to just put your album together. So you could do this project probably within a day if you're less experienced, half a day if you're more experienced, but to put it together probably a couple of hours to put the whole thing together. So it's not it takes out a lot of that prep work. So I'm not going to use that one because I've already got one that I have cut out ready, so we'll put that over there. So bring these in here, but before we start, I would just like to go through a little bit of housekeeping with you. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to comment and like as well, because they also help my channel grow. The links to my shop will be in the description box down below, so yeah, click on that if you would like this kit. Now, theme is Christmas, as you can see. I've got my Christmas jumper on. I've got my little deers, so I'm getting in the Christmas spirit. So your grey board kit you will get, so we've got the lids, short sides, you've got 2 of those, you've got 2 of the lid long sides, and then this is the lid. You can see the lid because it's got a cut out circle in the middle for where your metal handle will go. So that's the lid. Then you've got the exploding box. You've got 2 of part A for the sides, 2 of part B for the sides. You have a bottom. You'll have 2 fronts, an A and a B. You've got 3 spines. Now the spines, you've got 2 of a closure spine and 1 of an album spine. The ones that have got the cut out circles, that is where we're going to put our magnets, okay, so that we can keep our box, our album closed. So you'll have 3 of those. Then you'll get 2 album covers as well. So that's all the elements that we need to put this project together. There is a PDF cutting guide as well with this video, which will be in the description box down below as well. I'll put that link in there that will take you to a Google Drive, and then you'll be able to download it and print it out from there. There will be... Now, before we start to assemble the box, we need to put our parts A and parts B of the sides and the fronts together, because they need to be on a bit of a hinge, because they're going to flap down. So using our tape, we're going to put the grey board half on, half off of your tape and the grey board, okay, burnish that down, and then with the part B we're going to run, no, we're not going to run a glue, we don't want to run any glue. We're just going to put this in so that it is, we've got a piece in the middle, so we're going to use a bit of a gap we're going to use one of the grey board pieces just as our measurement, so that we can get a nice gap in between the two pieces of grey board. And then you're going to just line them up, okay, like so. Take them off, and then hopefully it takes a little bit of a wobble to get it right. So line it up with one side, and then make sure you push them down with another, and then they get in the right place. Take your guide out like so, and I've still got a bit of a, there we go, that's better. It didn't seem to line up. Okay, then push this bit over, take your other piece and just cut that off like so, and then push them down, and then just give them a little wiggle back and forth just to stretch that tape. Okay, that's one. So you're going to do the same with the other side. Then we start with the front as well, so we need to do the same thing with the front. Give that a bit of a wiggle, and then that's our front pieces and our side pieces done. So next what we need to do is to just give our pieces, edge them in our black tape. Now you don't need to edge the bottom, but just around the sides. You can either, there's two ways of doing this, so you can either go along the sides where you put your tape onto the top of your grey board like so, and then move around, but don't, sometimes that does happen. I always find it easier to do it a different way, but it's just giving you different ideas. So onto the edge, the very edge of your grey board like so. Bring it round, do the top bit, bring it round again, and onto the next side, like so. Make sure you've got it nice and smooth. Then what we're going to do is just cut into the corners, okay, just a little snip, so that we can then end up with just pushing these side pieces down. So I'm going to work from this side, so I'm going to push this side down first, all the way. Okay, turn it round and do this side again, pushing it down, and again, and then do the top like so. Just push that up, and then that's your one side done. Okay, sorry, your one piece done. So do the same on the two side pieces, but these ones, if you want to do it a different way, you can place it on the ground, put half on, half off, cut that piece off as close to that grey board as you can get it, and do the same with this side. Okay, and then just bend that over, and then just bend it back on itself, and then that gives you that side done. This is my preferred method to do it this way. I think it's just gives you a nicer finish, but you have to do it which is easiest for you. So take that piece off, cut that as close to that grey board as you can, and then just bring it back on itself. Okay, and then just do the top part here. The top part, a little bit different. I'll show you that in a second. Let me just cut this bit off. Okay, so with this top part, remember to do the top part and not the bottom bit. Okay, push that down. Now with this one, I'm going to just mitre them corners over. Okay, mitre that. Just take those edges off that side, and then just bring that round like so. And then that's sort of done. So you've mitered this corner here, which is going to be the outside edge. And this one, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to see that. So that's that side. So I'm going to go ahead and do the second side. Okay, so that's our side bits done. So we're going to start to assemble our box. Now with the box, we need to put the grey board on, half off. I'm just going to trim these edges off here like so, so that it's level. Getting our bead of glue, which is going to go along the tape and along the grey board edge. Okay, grabbing your side, make sure that the small side is at the bottom of your, it attaches to the bottom of your piece. So we're going to just push that into that glue. Okay, getting two sides as flush as you can, and then we're just going to bring that up. So we're bringing that tape up and we're bringing it into that grey board piece like so. So it's actually sitting, so the side is sitting on the side of the grey board, not on the grey board bottom, not the other way around. Okay, like so. Now you may need a glue, a corner clamp, like so, just to keep that side in place. Okay, we'll leave that one to just set for a second. So bringing in your next piece, again, just get your tape and put it half on, half off, like so. Okay, bead of glue. And then remember, the bottom piece, that's the smaller piece, goes onto the glue of your bottom piece of your box. Okay, just push it up against that side, so it's sitting on the side, not on the top of your bottom piece. Okay, so this bit a little bit tricky, but it does work once you get the hang of it. Okay, I might bring it up this way, might be a better option. Okay, push that over like so, and push it down and take this clamp out because I think that's now set. No, it hasn't. Once I come to put the back on, that will set that in place. Just bringing that down a bit so it's the right way. And I'm just to add a little bit of tape just around that corner, just to keep that taut, just while that sets. Okay, and that one can stay in like so. I did have a few more of these, but I don't know what I've done with them. So bringing in the next piece, which I'm going to just put on. No, I'm going to put the back on now, I think. So I think what we need to do with the back is push that down. Now I'm going to just mark where the folds are, like so. Because then I'll need to cover with our tape first. But I could do the whole lot. Let's do the whole lot. So let's bring in our tape again. And I'm just going to push it onto the grey board. Easiest way for me. Okay, once we've got to this stage here, we need to put our back onto our base of our box. So we're going to put it on with the edge that hasn't got any of the black tape on is going to go towards the bottom, okay, like so. So I'm just going to turn it around this way so that I can see what I'm doing, like so. And then it's going to go on like that. Now what we're going to do is we're only going to put our glue along the two short edges of the side and along the bottom of our base. So the glue goes onto the very edge of that grey board. Okay, I'm just dotting it on. Could give it a wipe just to wipe some of that off. We are going to put some tape on there as well to help it set a bit longer. So then what we need to do is very gently just maneuver it into place, okay, like so. When you are quite confident you've got it in the right place, you can then tape it, okay. So it will take a little fiddle now and again. What we could do, which may have worked a lot better, is to have put some little tape strips on first, but I can do that now. So that's it. Once you're confident, just bring it down and bring it over, and then that's going to hold that in place, okay, like so. Then the same with this side. Okay, just push it down, get your little tape tab, push that on, push that out, make sure that it's level, okay, like so. And then that's the box part. Okay, now I am going to put a couple of pieces along the back down here before I edge it. This is just going to help keep it in place. And might do another piece here. Now another thing that you can do, which I didn't do on my previous one, was, which it didn't really need it, but I will put some little structure strips inside at the back there, and at the front, just so that it gives it a bit more strength as well. So just bring that down. Now these will flip down more as you use them. Okay, so I'm going to edge this corner here and this back here, or should I might do all of them actually. Yeah, I might do all of them as they've set. So just turn that around, just take off my box clamps, and okay, coming in with this, with your front piece again. I think what I'll do is I'll put our tabs on this time, so it's going that way and that way. So glue from the corner of where the fold is and just dot along that very top edge all the way around. Okay, then get your front and just place that on and try and get it as level as you can. You may need to bring them around to put that so that that sits on that as it's setting, like so. Push that down, push that down. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring it up and just push so that we get the bottom flat. Okay, then just using the little, just get some offcuts and just do some little tape tabs across just to hold that in place. I'm just using bits of scrap that I've got. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit to the side before we come and do anything else to it. I might add just one more piece just on that very corner. Push that out like so. And then that nearly is our box done. So it's kind of it's nice, and isn't that strange? Okay, like so. Yeah, so I'm going to put that to the side while that dries, and then you bring in your exploding box, the lid. So with the lid, you've got 2 long pieces and 2 short pieces. We're going to do the 2 short pieces first. So what I'm going to do is, using our tape, let me just cut that bit off, is just do the line of tape and then put your grey board on the top, half on, half off, like so. I'm going to cut that edge off, there like so, so it's nice and flush. And then get your short piece with your glue, just run a bead of glue along that very top edge, get your grey board side, the small piece, push it into that side. It's actually going onto the side of the box, not on top of the box. Sorry, the side piece is going onto the side of the bottom of the lid, not onto the top of the lid. Okay, and then push that over, flip that down. Now I'm going to just put in, keep that straight. And while that's setting, I am going to just put, oops, little tape tab just along that edge. That's probably a bit too big tomorrow. Like so, just to keep that all nice and straight and in place. Like so. No, that's just not working. I'll just take that off and restart that again. Sometimes this happens and you have to just redo it. So, go. Put the tape that on, and then I'll put the tape on in just a second. There we go. And then just get your tape and do a little tape tab just to keep them secure and help the glue stick. There we go, like so. That should then get that nice and stuck. So come along and do the other short side. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, just put that on there ready, then can't pick it up. There we are. Put your glue on the edge. Just give that a wipe to get it all over. Bring in your box and then just tape that piece on. Well, not tape it on, but just secure it so that it is level. Pull that over, push that down, and then what I'll do is I'll bring in these clamps again. There we go. So that's now going to set. So while that's setting, I'm just going to take this top one off, push that down. Make sure that that is good. Push it. Okay. Next we bring in our lids. Now, our lids are our other side, our longer side, and they are going to fit along the edges. Okay, again, so we're just putting the glue on the outer edge, that very top edge. Now if you want to, you can take these stickers off, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them to the outside of my lid, because then it's going to be covered with paper anyway, so you're not going to see it. I'd rather do that because I'm going to paint the inside of my lid, and I've just noticed I've got some underneath there that I will have to take off. So I'm not sure how well they will take glue and paint the labels. So pushing that back. Come on, you rules. Okay, next little piece. Push that over. And just push that down so that that's flat, so you haven't got any raised bits of your box up, and then the top will then be nice and straight and flush, like so. And then the last piece here, again bits of glue, like so. There we go. And then that's the top bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go around the edges along the top part of your box. So with that, we again half on, half off. I'm going to go all the way around this. So just going on the edges like so, and round. Just meet up with that extra piece of tape there, like so. And then where you've now got sort of a cube shape with your tape, we're just going to clip in to them corners. Just snip down all the way so that you end up with your tape a little bit like that, okay, like so, where it's cut. Maybe it's not so much with it being like that. Okay, then push them in, so push two sides in together. So that, I'm going to put that one there, and then I'm going to just miter the corners that are left just slightly, like so. Bring them over and then push them down, and then that is that edged. Okay, now do the same along the bottom edge of your lid, just taking that off. Okay, so it goes, I'm going to go along the side like so. And then we're just going to clip in again, just do a little snip in there like so, push them over, and that then encases that top edge. Just push them over, push them down, come along. I just needed to clip just that tiny little bit off. I hadn't cut enough off that corner. So there we go. Push them down again. Now what you can do with the box is you can paint it, or you can cover it in paper. So I'm just going to push that on like so. Now it is going to be a little bit loose at the moment. Now the reason it's loose is because, don't forget, we've got paper to go on here. We've got, then if you're going to paint it, cover it inside as well, you'll have that paper, so it is going to be a little bit loose. You don't want it so that it's really hard to get on, so it will be a little bit loose. So that then is the construction of our box and lid done, and I think that took me an hour to do that. Alright, I've done a few, but you know, if it takes you a couple of hours to just put it right, then that is, you know, it's done. Then we can get on and do the album. Now what I have just noticed that I haven't done is edge the bottom of our box here. So just go along and do exactly the same thing as what we've done with the lid. Just go. So that is that all finished. Thank you ever so much for sticking with me and watching this video. I really hope you've liked it. If you want to buy a kit, don't forget Tamara Morton Crafts. They are there. Exploding Box and Album Kit is what they're called. So they will be on my website now. I have quite a few ready to go, so it can be shipped out ASAP as soon as you order. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. Don't forget to come and follow me on Facebook. I will put a PR code up on the screen just here, and that way you just point your smartphone at that and it should then take you to Linktree, where all my links for all my socials are on there, as well as my shop link as well. So please don't forget to do that. So, thanks again ever so much for watching. Wherever you are in the world, please have an absolutely fabulous day, and I will see you again on the next one. Bye!